Hello, students. Let me take you to the tour into epidemiology. When you are preparing for NEET, it is important to brush through all the important textbooks. Yesterday we had an exam on conservative and endodontics, wherein I have prepared so many MCQs straight away from Student and Cohen and Grossman. So when you're talking about any subject, so my philosophy is we need to go into the uh, main textbook area and find out some important areas, and you need to add to your routine MCQ books. So MCQ books will give you certain idea on the different facts which are already discussed. Textbook reading will give you a wider perspective of the subject. So let's go into epidemiology. So this week we are dealing with PhD. We have finished 4 modules, so last 3 modules to go. uh, get into this video, get access to our academy. We can solve all these MCQs. So each MCQ which were created in this academy are extensively worked, identified, which is not there in Pulse and other MCQs, identifying, trying to give you a better information straight away from standard textbooks. So let's start with epidemiology. Any comments? Do let me know in the comment section. Hi friends, let's look into epidemiology. So this week we are going to deal with PhD. In epidemiology, let us brush through certain things and let us see what all things we need to focus in NEET point of view. So epis upon, demos means people, and logos means study. So it is a study of population. Here we need to remember John Snow, who is the father of epidemiology, and some historical points. John M. Last, who defined epidemiology, Parkin, McMahon. So these could be some of the leads in MCQs. Coming to the contents of epidemiology, it is aims of epidemiology, principles, tools, basic measurements, incidence, prevalence, methods, descriptive epidemiology, analytical, and experimental. What is the most confusing thing in epidemiology is we all know what is the exact tool or the type of, for example, rate is there. You'll not understand whether it is the tool in descriptive epidemiology or whether it is a tool in epidemiology, whether it comes under principles. So you need to know which comes under what. That is the first thing I would like to recommend when you are reading, especially for NEET. So I'm not a public health dentist, so I'm not taking an elaborate class on epidemiology, but I want to give you some insights, a quick revision to go further. So coming to aims of epidemiology, these are the 3 aims. Remember, to describe a disease, size and distribution of the disease problems, to provide the data essential for planning, to identify the etiological factors. These are the aims of epidemiology. Don't get confused from principles of epidemiology. Principles are different, which are exact observation, correct interpretation, rational explanation, scientific construction. These are principles. Coming to tools of epidemiology, it is rate, ratio, and proportion. So what are the tools of epidemiology? Means the instruments that are used to describe the things in epidemiology are the tools of epidemiology. They are rate, ratio, and proportion. So if you want to describe a population, you want to submit a data. How will you submit the data? Only by using some sort of proportion. So look at this. Okay. Rate number of events. For example, there are x number of deaths that are observed, and you draw denominator as population. For example, x is the number of deaths that are there, and the population at risk into 10 power n. So it rate is something which tells you how much from what is the frequency of the disease. So when you are talking about rate, it is frequency of a disease or characteristic expressed per unit size. So it shows how disease, whether it is going faster, whether it is coming down, on what speed it is happening. That is rate. So you can have so many different rates in this. Let us discuss uh, that in the future slides. Coming to ratio. Ratio denotes relation in size between two random quantities. So for example, like periodontitis in specific population. For example, periodontitis in population A is to periodontitis in population B, like that. So A is to B, or A by B. Then coming to proportion. Proportion is a ratio which expresses the relation in magnitude of a part of the whole. So number of school children with dental caries at certain time by total number of, see, means for example, if this is the whole population, how much proportion is having the disease, something like a pie diagram, that is proportion. Rate indicates the frequency, ratio shows the relation between other population, proportion shows out of the entire population how many persons are affected with this kind of disease. Understood? These are the three tools that are generally used in epidemiology. So, measurements in epidemiology. In measurements, you have two things, which are mortality and morbidity. Mortality means you need to identify the number of deaths in the population. So, you have crude death rate, means you have different types of measures in mortality. We have crude death rate, death per thousand, something like that, and um you have specific death rate, means specific death rate measures the number of deaths among the people in a category per thousand people. So you have normally you have crude death rate, specific death rate, and age specific death rate, like that. You have how many people have died between 45 to 60. So if you want to have this record, you can use the specific death rate between 45 to 65. And case fatality rate represents the killing power of the disease. So case fatality rate is equal to total number of deaths due to a specific disease by total number of cases due to some disease. So for example, the cases here are around 100 cases. There are 100 cases. Out of 100 cases, if only 10 people have died, right, into 100, that gives you the fatality rate. So Fatality rate shows how fatal the disease is. Out of the entire diseased population, how many are dying? For example, if there are 10,000 people who are affected, out of those only 10 have died. So the case fatality ratio is less. But when once you see the incidence, number of new cases that are developing, that is incidence. Incidence is more, but the fatality ratio is less. Means the disease is spreading, but the death rate is low. Like how you are seeing in this COVID days. Coming to morbidity, in morbidity, you wanted to see who are all affected by the disease, who all are ill, and who all are experiencing some sort of problem, and this helps you to understand and you can act on it, so that you can monitor the activity of the disease and you can see the starting point of the disease, how the disease has started, and you can study the etiological factors, and you can study and you can do something to prevent the disease at the end. This is what we can do when we are uh, when we are uh, when we are taking morbidity into concern. So measurements in epidemiology are mortality and morbidity.